the American's father, and Golden Boy promotions in the next few days. In a statement on his website, the Filipino world champion said it follows a row over doping procedures. Pacquiao withdrew from what was expected to be the richest fight in boxing history this week, following a disagreement about blood tests 30 days prior to the fight. Mayweather's team demanded Olympic-style dope testing. The Filipino said he would only give blood before the initial media conference and immediately after the fight. Now, an unrivaled place in horse racing history beckons for Kauto Star if he and jockey Ruby Walsh can win the King George VI chase for the fourth consecutive year. Looking ahead to that race at Kempton Park later on Saturday, here's our racing correspondent Cornelius Lysett.
Desert Orchid also won 4 King Georges, but not in a row, nor on top of 2 Cheltenham Gold Cup successes and a range of other wins in races staged over various distances. That said, perhaps because of his bay brownish colouring or his limited number of runs during a season, Kauto Star, trained by Paul Nicholls for owner Clive Smith, has never quite captured the public imagination like the Grey Desi did. Which is a pity, because today he's odds-on favourite not to establish himself as a great, but to underline his status. Despite Kauto Star's reputation, a host of opponents are lining up to take him on.
And that's the latest world sport for now from the BBC here in London.
BBC.
As African countries struggled to gain independence throughout the 20th century, they needed a new identity.
The Gold Coast will become a free, sovereign and independent state.
Football helped give them that identity.
Football was the only game which could get to the people, and so therefore he used that.
And its popularity throughout the continent is huge. With the first World Cup to be held in Africa approaching, the BBC's Farai Mangazi tells the story of African football.
There can be few places where sport has taken on more national and cultural significance.
Africa Kicks, coming soon to the BBC World Service.
Hello, this is Bridget Kendall, reminding you that you can get a weekly podcast of our discussion show, The Forum, sent to you. Sign up by clicking podcasts at bbcworldservice.com.
Many Christians around the world turned their eyes to Bethlehem this week, the place where 2,000 years ago, Mary is believed to have given birth to the Christ child. For Heart and Soul this week, Christopher Lando visits Bethlehem to meet some of the most disadvantaged children born in this Muslim-majority West Bank town today, children who grew up without parents. He hears the stories of those who work tirelessly to give these children some love and stability. That's after this.
BBC News with Stuart McIntosh. White House officials in the United States say there's been an attempted act of terrorism against a transatlantic airliner as it came into land in Detroit. A man has been taken into custody, reportedly a Nigerian. It's thought he tried to ignite some kind of incendiary device on the flight from Amsterdam. The Vatican says it's impossible to protect the Pope from attacks such as the one on Thursday night when a young woman evaded security and...
Property, woman, girl, female is a property, and honor is only related to your sexual activity and being virgin or not virgin. It's a way of controlling females, and it's a way of keeping them under the power of men.
The concept of honor is so stringent that even those...